Hey everyone, it's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and I'm here today for your Tabata HIIT Circuit. Today's Tabata HIIT Circuit is jump-free, apartment-friendly. The dog's crying, but hopefully you won't be when we finish out this amazing circuit today. I recommend if you have some light weights, bring them along. I'm going to go ahead and use those hand weights that I purchased off of Amazon. Today's sets are going to be typical Tabata set. Uncle Buck, chill out, bro. Typical Tabata sets. 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. What's the word, little dude? You just went outside. You got a clean bill of health. Life is good. You're having a little meltdown. Nobody needs your meltdown. I know. Do you want to come say hi to the people? Yes. You can join us for as long as you probably don't want to join us. Okay, so we've got a couple minutes before we get started. Make sure you have some water. I encourage you to turn on some bumping music. 1 minute till we get our workout on. Props to Uncle Buck, my little 16-year-old best friend. Just got a good bill of health. Okay, so we're going to do that cardio kickboxing Tabata circuit starting in 1 minute. Hey, little dude, why are you hanging out in here? One of the many awesome blanket options. Wow, there's a lot of good options here. Oh, there's a lot of good blanket options. Okay, and you got your special pillow. You're set. You're set to have a party. You have that party. I'll be in here, okay? There's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in cardio boxing Tabata circuits. Great. Okay, it's 4:30, so let's start to warm up. Let me remember where I put the workouts. I just broke a glass in here, everyone. You know how it is. Haven't been drinking for a month, almost. Moved a wine glass, broke a wine glass. That's like the 3rd wine glass I've broken. I've never been drinking when I broke a wine glass. It's honestly impressive. I'm so impressed with myself. All right, so I've got my awesome little 2-pound weighted gloves just to add a little bit of challenge while also having my hands totally free. Let's go ahead and get into our warm-up. We're starting off with just some like step jacks. Now, if you want to increase the challenge in today's workout, if you want to add some jumps in where you see there might be an opportunity, I encourage you to add that jump. Otherwise, go for that full range of motion. If you happen to have some sort of weights in your hands or on your hands, obviously, those weights might limit the speed that you're moving. If you've got nothing in your hands, you might be able to move a little bit faster. 10 more on each side. 8, pull that belly in nice and tight. Make sure you're still breathing, shoulders relaxed away from your ears. I tell you what, these hand weights really do make a difference. Not very expensive. Last one on each side. Nice work. Roll those shoulders out. Let's just come into a nice little lateral side-to-side step tap. Change direction of those shoulder circles. Nice work. Take a big inhale, bend those knees, stretch those arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, relax those arms down by your side once more. Bring those hands down to your heart center. Step your feet out a little bit wider than shoulders, and let's just go for a couple of squats. Make sure that you're using your breath, sending your hips back. Starting off nice and slow, we're not focusing on speed right here in the warm-up. I want you to really think about keeping the weight in your heels, pressing through your heels to lift yourself up, making sure you're squeezing those glutes at the top. Let's add in a step. Squat, step, squat, step. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's just warm up those hips a little bit. I know we've got some kicks and whatnot coming up today, right? Oh my gosh, and I forgot to put in just our round with kicks. Oh, they're coming. All right, so bring your hands to your waist, balance on that left foot. Let's just get a little bit of a tick-tock motion going with that right foot, exploring the range of motion that works for you today for 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're standing as lifted as you can and switch to the opposite leg. If you find you need to hold on to something, if there's a bookshelf or a table that you need to use, if balance is a challenge, balance gets easier by really grounding your foot. Release it back down to the floor. Pulling that belly in and finding a focus with your eyes. Now we're just going to tick-tock side to side. You can use your hands a little for counterbalance right here. I'm already tired, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long weekend, it's been a long week. Someone had some bad tuna fish this weekend, and the dog had to go to the vet. You know how life is, but we're still here today. We're gonna do the best that we can with the bodies that we have today. All right, the last little hip warm up, starting with your feet like a number 11, and hips width distance apart, with hips width being your hip bones, not the width of the sides. You're gonna balance on your left leg, and lift up that right leg. Open it out to the side, tap it down, and bring it back in. Go for 5 on this side. You can do whatever you need to with your hands, whatever feels good. Once you get 5 on this side, we're going to get 5 on the other side. Take your time. I hear a lot of crunching and cracking in here. You might hear it as well. It's totally normal. Finish up that 5th one. Awesome. Take a moment. March it out. Let me just look at this workout, see where we're going to add in just our kicks. Oh, I think we'll add them in for the second move. Beautiful. Okay, so first up today, we're going to warm up a little bit more with a squat and weave. Take a sip of water if you want to. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So open your feet a little bit wider than hips width distance apart. You're going to squat down as if you're ducking away from something. You can stand up. The foot that you're putting more weight in, put your weight in the heel, squeeze the glute, tap it out, controlled, and tap. Or you can just stay low. You can stay low the whole time if you want to. Still thinking about bringing the weight into the grounded foot heel as the other leg taps. That's all we're going to do, all 8 rounds. 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. Think about keeping a little bit of active recovery between the 20 seconds of work. Brr, brr, brr. All right, we start in 3, 2, 1. Weight in your heels, begin. So you can have those hands up by your face. Find that like imaginary limbo. There's a limbo pole. Limbo lower now in your own living room. I don't know, where are you working out? Today on Slack, take a break. I asked, where's the smallest space that you've ever worked out? I've definitely been that guy who's done yoga on a plane. Begin. Like, within reason, but probably still completely unreasonable to anyone else who is sitting near me. Now, if you have some music, you can find a beat, knee beat. I just want you to keep moving. The more that you do, stand yourself all the way up and squeeze that glute. Take a break. The more you're probably going to get that heart rate bumping. Oh yeah, we're shaking it out a little in between. Get ready to start again and begin. You can hear that I'm still breathing. Make sure that you're not holding your breath. If you need to move a little bit slower because you find yourself a little confused by the motion, that's okay. As we squat, the weight comes into our heels and our hips shift back. Take a break. Then we stand up, squeeze at the top. I'll turn sideways, do my best. 3, 2, belly tight. So you got that stomach sucked in also. Because we got a little forward hinge happening here each time that we duck down below our imaginary limbo bar. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Why don't we add some punches in? So as we stand up from our squat, add in an alternating side reach. 3, 2, 1, begin. So now we can introduce the idea of punching that hand out and bringing it back to the center line of our body as fast as possible. If adding the punch right here led you to be confused, or you're starting to feel, take a break, a little sloppy in that squat form, come back to having proper form in your squat, you can take the punch out. Hands up, here we go. But the more of our arms, the more of our whole body that we have moving, the more energy that we're gonna burn, the more energy we're gonna burn off. So we can feel good, feel lighter, energetically and physically. Oh, you squeezing those glutes at the top? They're getting tired. We got 2 rounds left. 3, 2, 1, begin. So 40 seconds of work. I'm trying to get below that bar, seeing if I can bring my elbows down towards my knees each time. Shifting the weight down in the squat, take a break. Standing up and finding that squeeze. Last time through, 3, 2, 1, begin. Keep breathing. We had a quick little warm up today. I forgot about the punch. We got right into the meat of the workout. Who or what are you beating up today? Oh, shake it out. I like to beat up my negative self-talk. I don't need that. I'm very good at it though. I know it's hard to kill your darlings. Okay. Oh, we were gonna go right into planks, but now you have a little bit of a break. You know they're coming. We got plenty of time. We're gonna go for some side kicks. We're gonna alternate each round which leg is kicking, but a nice big side kick, and I really want you to focus on kicking through that heel as much as possible. So your toes are gonna flex back towards your face, your hands are gonna stay up by your face so that your upper body is engaged, as if you're ready for someone to come at you, bam, with their negativity, and you're gonna blast it away. All right, so whichever leg you wanna start with first, you can take a little bit of a bend in your standing leg. Once again, keep a little bit more weight towards the heel. That glute's gonna start to feel tired from the support. 3, 2, 1, begin. So kick it out, you can tap it down. Awesome. Make sure that you're really pushing through the heel. So not just coming up and kicking with the top of your foot, like you're really trying to slam someone away from you. Giving them all of your foot. Take a break. Walk yourself over, give yourself some space. Let's come to the other side. Maybe you want to even pound out the pain a little bit. Begin. Where are you feeling it right here in round 1 when it's still fun? Because presumably you're not super tired yet. So this is the part of the workout where it's just like, I love working out. This is so great. But hopefully, if you're really giving it your all, come on over to that other side. Then as we get through this, it's gonna start to feel a little harder. But for now, find that pace. If you got that music going, stick with that music. You want to add in a punch? Oh. Make sure you're still pushing through that heel. Shaking it out, coming over to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Push through that heel. So toes are flexed towards your face. Seeing if you can kick that at hips height. If you want to add in that punch here, just like we did on the opposite side. Yay. Shuffle it over, halfway through. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna add in that punch to begin with. Every other time. Just keeping it different. So, got a little confused. Keep my brain working also. Pushing through that heel. The more I drive through the heel, the more that glute's getting tired. Shuffle over to the other side. 3, 2, 1, begin. I was cold in here before this workout actually started. I thought, oh, should I take my sweatshirt off? No, keep your sweatshirt. No, take your sweatshirt off. And I'm so glad I took that sweatshirt off. Oh my gosh. I forgot about every other punch. You know what? It's hard to do a lot of things at once. What are your priorities? Breathing. Form, then speed. Go for it. So use that exhale as you kick. More than halfway last time through on this side. All right, shuffle it over. Last one on the other side. 3, 2, 1, begin. Use that breath. Be quick with your movement. Oh my gosh. 5 seconds left. Find that inner strength. Keep going. Oh, we made it. Okay, grab some water if you want. I'm gonna take these off because next up we have planks. And you know these don't feel so great on the floor. And then come on onto the floor, grab some water on your way. Okay, we're mixing it up between 2 different moves. Down here, you get to take a little break while I show you. It's dark down here on the floor. Okay, so we've got a plank into down dog. So extend, making sure when you get started in the plank that your hands are underneath of your chest and shoulders. And then pressing up, reaching towards the opposite ankle for a tap, and then pulling yourself forward again, squeezing those glutes, nice long line, and then opposite side. Looks like I need to maybe tuck my shirt in like a total winner. Okay, and then the opposite one, you've got a mountain climber. Your choice at the speed of the mountain climber. Obviously, the faster you can go, the more energy that you're gonna burn, but sometimes slower is better. If you're moving slower, really focus on driving that knee towards your nose as much as possible, using the abs to make it happen, and maybe even hold it for an extra second. I'm gonna mix up my pace for my mountain climbers because honestly, I don't love them. They're not my favorite. All right, we start in 3. Wait, that's not today's workout. Yes, it is 2. 1, begin. So starting off with these planks, shifting your weight, tapping that opposite ankle, the outside, and then bringing it back in. Now, if you need to modify, you can always just reach back and then come forward. Reach through and back. Just find a little bit more stretch in those shoulders. Okay, so next up we've got that mountain climber. Remember your pace of a mountain climber. 3, 2, bring that weight forward. 1. So either going nice and slow, really working on that drive with your exhale, maybe moving a little bit faster. Maybe you're down here on your knees. You can still move nice and slow, working to bring those knees all the way up to your triceps. Take a break. You can shake those wrists out. We're gonna switch back to down dog, ankle taps, or some sort of child's pose into plank. So if you need that modification, think about child's pose, and then really pressing into your hands, palms. Child's pose, ooh, that feels good on the shoulders, you know? There's no such thing as an easy move. All we're talking about, take a break, are effective moves. You're just stimulating your body and your mind, and you're making these connections right now, and they're just gonna get better. Mountain climbers. It's just gonna get better over time. You can just challenge yourself differently. Whatever that means to you. It really depends on what your goals are too. 2, 1, awesome. But keep in mind, slow and steady wins the race. You want to find movements and workouts that are sustainable for you for life. What are we doing? Oh yes, we got these down dog ankle taps. I love these. I do find down dog to be a challenging movement. I know I love yoga. Vinyasa flow is hard. All of these things that require so much strength, flexibility in the wrists and the shoulders. But this is a great way to practice. Get ready for that mountain climber. And these just little spurts. Little spurts of energy. You get a break. It's a total of 4 minutes focused on one similar move or engagement. And then we're going to do something else. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Coming into our last one of each of those. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Make sure that that upper back body is really engaged. Your hands, palms are really pressing through the floor. One of my wrists kind of hurts, so I'm going to be smart with my body today. I'm not going to go ahead and put all the weight in that wrist. Take a break. Maybe you're being smart with your body today. It's always good to modify. 3, 2, 1. Remember, breath. Make sure you're breathing. That's number 1. And then form. So what do you need to do to have the best form that you can for the day? No one cares what it looks like. Don't let that be a factor. Just be so proud of yourself for moving and for taking the modification, for being smart. Okay, get up. Everybody get up. Grab some quick water if you want. Okay, next up we've got a side lunge with a floor punch and then a cross-body tap punch. I'm gonna untuck my shirt because I hate tucking my shirt in. Okay, I'm gonna put these awesome 2-pound hand weights back on. I am in no way reimbursed for endorsing hand weights, but I just really have to emphasize how great it is to have your hands free. You can always pick up heavier weights if you need to. Okay, so we're gonna keep with the same arm driving down, punching out for 2 rounds, and then we're gonna switch it up to the other side. So punch down and step out, step together, hands come to your face, jab. You can keep it nice and small if you want. Let's just go ahead and get into it. 3, 2, 1. So there's a little more space on one side of the floor. Maybe you can touch all the way down. Maybe you're just gently reaching towards that floor. Oops, sorry, timer. Find as much rotation as you can right here. With that control, pull that belly in. Awesome. So we're getting some work in those obliques right now. Same side, same thing. Maybe you can step out a little further. Step down and start slow. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? And if you're doing what looks like the same as me, feel it on this arm that's punching on that side of the body with your belly pulled in as you twist. Awesome. We're gonna head on over to the other side of our space. We're gonna hit up the opposite lunge and punch. 3, 2, begin. So punch down. The same leg that's moving is the same arm that's moving each time. They're just kind of moving opposite of each other. I'm punching at least at shoulder or presumable face height for that cross jab. Take a break. You really want to focus on keeping that core engaged too, so you feel supported in these twists. 3, 2, 1, begin. Think about bringing those hands back as fast as you can. What are you beating up today? I'm beating up that stress. I don't need you. Stop overthinking things as you shuffle over to the other side of the mat. 3, 2, 1, begin. Punch, cross, down, across. Keep using that breath. Each time that hand goes out, find that exhale. Be nice and sharp. Who cares what it looks like? I mean, like, who cares? I care what it looks like. Take a break. I care what your form looks like. I don't care if you look cool. I definitely don't care if I look cool. Okay, 3, 2, 1, begin. I will look cool when I feel so proud and confident when I'm finished for having worked out. And whatever the workout itself looks like, as long as you're moving, you're doing something, you're making a difference. Beating up all those couch potatoes, shuffle to the other side, who aren't making that time for themselves. 3, 2, last 2 rounds. Same arm, same leg moving, just in opposite directions. Remember, you can slow it down. If coordination is a challenge for you, I know we've all got our days. I was practicing something before, and we're not doing that right now. Take a break, because I just could not do it and talk to you about it at the same time. It just wasn't working. 3, 2, begin. Sometimes working out really is like, can you walk and chew gum and pat your head and rub your belly in a circle at the same time? Cool. Are you breathing? And is your stomach sucked in and the weight in your heels while you do it? Perfect. Sounds like a great workout. Challenge your family to that one. All right, take a break. Grab that water again. Oh, we're coming back to squats. Okay. Squats. We got 2 different squats that we're going to do. We're going to do them in a nice, the first one at least, as a sumo squat. So we're going to come down and hold in a sumo squat, which means that your toes are pointed out in an ankle at an angle, and the weights in your heels, we're going to come down here, we're going to stay here, and we are going to do a little bit of speed bag. So for this one, the weights in your heels, but you're really working to open those thighs out to the side, so your glutes and your hips are more underneath of you than they are pointed towards the back of the room. That's for our first squat. For our second squat, we're going to take a more narrow stance, and we're going to alternate between 4 punches on the left, 4 punches on the right, just squatting up and down, 4 punches each time. So we'll do 1 of the holds, 2 rounds of movements, and repeat in 3, 2, 1, begin. All right, so come on down, open up those knees wide, point those toes out, sink those hips down. And you want to open your feet wide enough so that your knees aren't going past your toes. Having some weights in your hands is going to make this one challenging. Can you sink a little bit lower? Awesome. Lift yourself up, walk it in. So now, with a little bit more of a narrow stance, this time our glutes are going to go behind us as we punch up and down. Begin. 2 punches on each side. Weight in those heels. Still working to squeeze those glutes when you come up. Send those hips behind you. Keep that chest lifted. I know belly. Take a break. Comes to thighs as we squat down. Did we do 2 of those? You don't remember. We're doing it again. All right, we're doing that same thing again because I just can't remember. Basically, we're just repeating these anyway for the whole, these 2 different moves. That's okay. Awesome. All right, now we're going to come back for sure. I think we're on the right track to our squat and punch. We're going to do 2 rounds. Begin. If you find that you are screaming in those legs and you need to stand up for a second, stand up. If you can stay down here, if you can get your glutes, your thighs parallel to the floor, stay down. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Check it out. Same thing happening again. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I feel it. While we're down here, I feel it in my glutes. I feel it in my hamstrings. When we stand up, my quads are tired. Can you go a little lower? 5 seconds left. Yes. Ooh, oh my gosh. Great, we're gonna come back to our up and down, 2 rounds of up and down. 3, 2, begin. Maybe if you wanna work a little bit harder, if you wanna increase the challenge, add in a hop after that second punch as you switch arms. I'm not gonna do that because I may have that argument with the neighbor. Take a break. That was last weekend. Just being kind for now. 3, 2, same thing again. Keep that weight in your heels. Make sure those knees aren't coming past your toes. Other hands coming right back to keeping that beautiful face of yours protected. Nice work. 1 last round, coming back into our squat with the speed ball. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Wait, we're staying down here. Can you move those hands a little bit faster? Can you get those glutes a little bit more engaged? Keep that weight in your heel. Make sure you're not rolling to the insides or outsides of your feet. 3, 2, oh, we made it. Oh my gosh. Grab that water. We got work to do. Okay. 2 more rounds of work, a little bit of abs, and then we're done. So let's get right into it. We're gonna stick with, what are we doing? Yeah. Okay, I got a move for you, 3 different moves. We're gonna do right, left, and then put it all together. So we're gonna go for a back lunge or just a step back into a knee drive. That's move number 1. 20 seconds, other side, back lunge, knee drive. Let's go for it in 3, 2, 1. All right, so either step back, knee drive, you'll turn a little to the side, or you're going a little bit deeper. If you're adding in a deeper lunge, once again, make sure weight's in the front heel, press through that heel, stand yourself up. Oh, okay, we're gonna switch, do that same exact thing on the opposite side. Working within the constraints of your body today, so either just back and drive or that big lunge. Begin. So you're standing up by pressing in through your front heel, not just pushing off of that back foot. Beautiful. Switching it up this time, going for that back lunge, coming forward for a kick. So back lunge into a kick. 2, 1, begin. You can have those hands at the heart to practice a little bit more balance. Hands at the hips are going to make it a little easier. Yes. Yes. Make sure you're gently landing, yes, with that toe towards the back, not slamming it down. We're moving in control. 3, other side, 2, 1, begin. So this time you are kicking with the top of your foot as opposed to that side kick before where I had you kick through your heel. Oh, almost there. 3, 2. I got distracted by my amazing conversation. Okay, we're coming back to our original leg, and this time we're going to mix it up. Lunge, knee drive, lunge, kick. Begin. Just make sure you're still moving. You can slow down. I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to take out one of the lunges because my standing leg, take a break, stick with the same leg one more time. My standing leg knee is tired. I don't need to be a hero to anyone besides me. Begin. Step back. So just keeping going, finding a way to make it work. That's me being a hero to myself. Me loving myself. Yay! So I hope that you are kind and love yourself too. It's not all or nothing. There's always something. All right, other side. 3, 2, begin. So step back or lunge, knee drive, lunge, kick. If you're taking that lunge out, you get to move a little bit faster. Maybe focus a little bit more on the cardio aspect. Get those arms moving. One more, one more. 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds of work. Then we'll take a break. Kick with the top of that foot. Almost there. You made it. Grab some water. Ah, we're so close, y'all. Shake it out. We got one more Tabata round. And then we're going to roll around on the floor and have a good time. Okay, so our very last Tabata round, we're going to come back to this awesome little side step that we're doing, and we're adding a hook. So this time, same arm, same leg are once again moving. I want you to think about finding as much of a stretch out as you can with your toes. So you can make this one easier by staying really upright in your stance and having a somewhat more narrow outreach. You can make it harder by being in a squat, coming back into your squat, and still hooking someone right in their ear, right, punching them right into the side of the head. Yay! Okay, and the other move that we're going to do is a little bit more ab focused, just having some fun. We're going to just get in those uppercuts with a controlled twist. So there's a rotation of those shoulders, but the rotation is coming from your core, not just your arms flailing your body around. Belly in so super tight and just punching over your opposite shoulders is going to move number 2. All right, we start in 3 with the hooks. 2, 1, begin. So remember, you can stay nice and high in this one. Keep the intensity a little bit lower by keeping those legs straight, or come on down into a little bit of a squat. Send that booty back. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, we are going to take a little bit of a bend in the knees for this next one. For just getting that uppercut with the twist. 2, 1, begin. Pull your stomach in so tight. And then just allow your upper body to move, but you're in control of the movement. Not just flailing around. Ooh. Oh, I feel it. If you don't feel that at all, reach out. Let's talk about how you can probably work on contracting that core a little bit more. Okay. Begin your hooks. So frequently, you know, you might think that you got that belly pulled in. Oh, but there's so much more that you can do. You just got to figure out how to wake those muscles up. Take a break. If you have not really been using them, like, why would you expect them to fire right away? 3, 2, 1. It's like I was saying in the beginning. When we first start doing these moves, sometimes it's just like, I am having so much fun. This is fun, 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 fun. And then when you really start to engage, challenge yourself a little bit more, add some more weights, add some more speeds, maybe a deeper squat, and you start to feel the burn, whoa, it goes, take a break, from fun to being workout fun. Definitely different. All right, coming back into those hooks. 3, 2, begin. Bringing that hand right back up to my face. My chest is open, my back is working, my belly is tight. Nice, sharp moves. Take a break. Three, 2, suck that stomach in, weight in your heels, begin. You can twist those shoulders a little. Twisting those shoulders. Oh, I feel it radiating down my whole back. I feel myself having to pull those upper abs in a little bit more for that control. Oh, take a break. One more time of each. I'm ready to be done with those uppercuts. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here's those hooks. One last time around. I hope that you treat yourself well after today's workout. How do you reward yourself after a workout? 3, 2, 1. So frequently, life rewards are like food and consumption related. Sometimes it can be hard. Begin to find those ways to treat yourself so kindly without it being calorically reward based. For me, I really enjoy taking a walk outside when work is done. After this, changing into something warm, taking a walk outside, treating myself to a bath, a hot cup of tea, take a break. Oh my gosh, we're amazing. Okay, grab some water. That was the last Tabata circuit. We got 1 minute of abs and then we stretch. You know, we're gonna keep it weird for this last minute. We're gonna get right into it because we literally have like 4 minutes left. All right, we're gonna start at one side of the mat with our arms up overhead. We're gonna roll over to the other side of the mat. Bring it in, crunch and punch. 4 crunches and bicycle punches, and then roll over. Starts in 3, 2, 1. So like a banana, rolling all the way over, sit up, punch. 2, 3, 4. If you need to keep those feet down on the floor, you can plant those feet, sit yourself up, punch. 2, 3, 4. Makes it a little bit easier. Ooh. Sit yourself up. Really work to be controlled as particularly you lower yourself down. Oh, more than halfway. I don't quite have enough space. Yep. Just gonna smush down here. Okay. Just keep moving. All you got to do is keep moving, working with whatever you've got. Challenge yourself now to see that change later to feel so good. Oh, we made it. All right, let's come right into our stretches. We'll start right down here at the floor. Take a moment, open those legs nice and wide. Flex those toes back towards your face. Start to take that slight hinge forward and enjoy a nice big stretch along the back of your legs. Go ahead, inhale those arms up overhead. Relax your right hand down towards the floor behind you and reach over towards the right side on your exhale. Inhale yourself back up to center. Exhale, left hand comes down. Oh, scared me. Reach over to the left side. Inhale back up to center. Reach over to the right side. Back up and inhale over to the left. Now, depending on how flexible you're feeling, inhale both arms up overhead. You can keep that same motion or bring the movement towards the front of your body. So reaching that lower arm towards your opposite outstretched leg and just switching. Starting to work to really open up that chest a little bit more. Great work. Come lift yourself back up to center. You've done evenly on both sides. Inhale both of your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rain those hands down towards the floor in front of you. Once again, flex those toes back towards your face. You can stay lifted upright, especially if you're really feeling tired in that back. If you're feeling good, if it feels good in the back of the legs, you can hinge forward just a little bit more, bringing that chest down towards the floor. Think about rotating your toes to point up a little bit more towards the ceiling so that the soles of your feet aren't facing down towards the floor. More of a stretch towards those inner and outer thighs. And change. Go ahead and walk those hands back in. Swing those legs behind you. Take a moment right here in tabletop to shimmy one shoulder forward and then the opposite shoulder forward to give yourself a couple cat-cow stretches. And then take your time. We're going to stand up because unfortunately that's all the time that we have today. Maybe walk the dog here in downward dog as you work towards bringing those hands towards your feet or feet towards your hands. You're worth taking an extra minute to really find some good big stretches. Take that bending your knees. Feel those shoulder blades separate as your hands dangle towards the floor, or maybe as you grab hold of that opposite elbow. Just create some extra space in there. We brought a lot of awareness and tension towards that upper body, keeping our hands lifted and all those punches and drives through the shoulders. When you're ready, slowly roll yourself up. Oh. Inhale your arms up overhead once more. Exhale, relax your arms down behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Push those knuckles down towards the floor. Open your chest and squeeze those shoulder blades together once more. Tuck your chin to your chest. Keep the motion on the front side of the body as you give yourself a couple rolls of your head, of your neck, side to side. Relieve any tension in your neck that might have built up from all of that punching. Release your hands. Bring them to the front side of your body. Press them forward. Open those shoulders once more. Inhale your hands up. And enjoy raining your fingers down to the side. Take that last big stretch that feels good for you. Give yourself a big hug. Thank yourself for coming today. So much punching, but ending with the positivity of self-love. I hope that you guys had a great class today. Can't wait to see you all again soon. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon or evening.